three-phase inverter is a circuit which has three VL waveforms, ideally sine waves, which are separated in phase by 120 degrees. It is two. Okay, so three-phase inverter is a circuit which has three load voltage waveforms, ideally sine waves, separated in phase by 120 degrees. That means there are three outputs, VR, N, VYN and VBN, which represents R, Y and B phases of a standard three-phase four-wire system. Okay, this is what is expected. Now, in our syllabus, there are two types of three-phase inverters. So, three-phase inverters are of at least two types. The first is called as 180 degrees mode three-phase inverter, and second is called as 120 degrees mode three-phase inverter. In both these things, what is important is 180 degrees mode and 120 degrees mode. So before I directly start explaining what is 180 degrees, 120 degrees mode, I would like to explain what is a generic X degree mode inverter. Okay. So now if we understand the X degree mode inverter, if we simply substitute X as 180 and X as 120, both these modes are automatically implied. That is why we first study this thing, that is the generic X degree mode three-phase inverter. If you understand this thing carefully, then other things are easily understood. Okay. Yeah. So we'll write the steps for X degree mode inverter. So please understand one thing, that okay, fine. Just writing one sentence. The only difference between above two modes is the firing scheme. While the circuit remains the same. Again, one more point to be added. The circuit consists of 6 power devices. In bridge configuration. Okay. Let us draw the circuit also. So the same circuit will be used for 180 degrees and 120 degrees mode. Okay. So what does the circuit contain? The circuit contains the input Vin and 6 BJTs are easy to draw. 6 power BJTs Q1, Q2 up to Q6, and it contains star connected resistive load. It's balanced. Okay. So see students, first I will draw the 6 BJTs and I will tell you how to name them. Hmm? So these are the output points. From here comes the R phase outside. From here comes the Y phase. Here comes the B phase. Okay. So we have a balanced star connected load here. Neutral point. This is my neutral. R, Y, and B. Okay. Fine. So students, you have to divide this bridge horizontally, and above the half, that is in the upper half of the bridge, there are all odd subscripts, and in the lower half of the bridge there are even subscripts, but they are not in order. Okay. So see how you have to remember. Upper half, upper half is all odd subscripts, but it is 1, 3, and 5 from left to right. And students, in the lower half, I have all even subscripts, that is 4, 6, 2, again from left to right. Okay, always remember this thing. Okay, the subscripts which are given are upper half and lower half. Upper half is odd and lower half is even. Okay, and it goes from 1 to 3, 3 to 5, and 4 to 6, and 6 to 2. So see how I put it now. Okay, 1, 3, 5, 4, 6, 2. Okay, so all odd subscripts 1, 3, 5, even subscripts 4, 6, and 2. Okay, and we have the R phase, Y phase, and we have the B phase. Okay, so this is my first phase voltage VRN. Okay. Um, Fine. We have to positive and negative also has to be there. Yeah. So the convention is plus minus VRN. This is plus minus VYN, and this is plus and minus VBN. Okay, fine. So this is the generic circuit, and as I told you, the circuit remains the same. If I simply change the firing scheme, that means the sequence in which the power BJTs are fired, then it will change from 180 degrees to 120 degrees mode and vice versa. Okay, now we come to the point of discussing the generic X degree mode inverter. Okay, now we'll write the rules and we'll apply the rules such that X is equal to 180. So we are able to create the 180 degrees mode. Okay, yeah, rules for firing scheme. Okay, so please pay attention here. So students, in layman terms, firing scheme means what? sequence in which the devices conduct. Okay, so firing scheme is nothing but it is the sequence in which the devices conduct. Okay, rules. Fine. Rule number one. Assume n power devices Q1, Q2, Q3 up to Qn minus 1 and Qn. Now see, the first device Q1 is fired at omega t equal to 0 degrees and the duration of firing pulse is x degrees. Students, this is very important. Okay, so understand what is our scenario. Our scenario is that we are having n number of power devices instead of 6. So in our three-phase bridge inverter, we are having 6 devices Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5, Q6. But assume that there are n power devices connected in an inverter denoted as Q1, Q2, Q3 up to Qn minus 1 Qn. The rule says that the first device Q1 is fired at omega t equal to 0 degrees and the duration of firing pulse is x degrees. Rule number 2. It's so simple. Okay. The next device Q2 is fired after a delay of 60 degrees. After a delay of 60 degrees with respect to Q1 and also has a firing pulse of x degrees and firing pulse duration of x degrees. Now all successive devices Q3, Q4 up to Qn minus 1 and Qn are fired at a delay of 60 degrees with respect to the previous device and each device has firing pulse duration of x degrees. Let us highlight things. The first device Q1 is fired at omega t equal to 0 and has a duration of firing pulse x degrees. The next device Q2, most importantly, is fired after a delay of 60 degrees, and it again has a firing pulse duration of x degrees. So all successive devices Q3, Q4 up to Qn are fired after a delay of 60 degrees with respect to previous device, and each has a firing pulse duration of x degrees. Simple, the rules are over. Okay, so rule number 1, 2 and 3. Rule number 1, rule number 2, rule number 3. Now we start with 180 degrees mode. Okay, for 180 degrees mode, just substitute x equal to 180 degrees. Now firing scheme. Okay, as per rules 1, 2, 3, the firing scheme for Q1 to Q6 is, okay, for Q1 So the firing scheme for the 6 BJTs in our 3-phase inverter Q1 to Q6 are: firing pulse starts at omega t equal to, so 0 degrees, a delay of 60 degrees, another delay of 60 degrees, another delay of 60 degrees, another delay of 60 degrees, and another delay of 60 degrees. Got the point? So I will modify a little bit the column so it becomes easier. So pulse starts. So for Q1 the pulse starts at 0 degrees, and for Q6 it starts at 300 degrees. Okay. Pulse ends. Where does the pulse end? We know that every firing pulse starts at 0 degrees for first and lasts for x degrees, and x is 180. So for Q1 the pulse starts at 0 degrees and it ends at 180 degrees. So just keep on adding 60. 60 to 240. 120 to 300. 180 to 360. 240 to 420, and 420 to 480. Okay, so in this direction you have to add plus 60 degrees. Okay, here also same thing, you have to add 60 degrees. Okay, students, now based on this particular table, I am going to draw all the firing waveforms for the power BJTs Q1 to Q6. If you understand this, then you will come to know that during which interval which transistors are operating. Okay, so basically if you carefully see, we have divided one cycle of 0 to 360 degrees into 6 intervals. Okay, here thus one cycle, that is 0 degrees to 360 degrees, or 0 radians to 2 pi radians, has been broken into 6 intervals as follows. Okay, so the first interval is 0 degrees to 60 degrees. The second is 60 to 120. Third is 120 to 180. Fourth is 180 to 240. Fifth is 240 degrees to 300 degrees. And sixth is 300 degrees to 360 degrees. Okay, so students, based on this pulse start and pulse end, we will draw the firing waveforms now. Okay, IB1, IB2, IB3, IB4, five. So the base current for Q1, base current for Q2, base current for Q3, base current for Q4, base current for Q5, and base current for Q6. Okay, students. Now, most important thing is this. We are going to show all the 6 intervals from 0 to 360 degrees. Let us divide now. So 0 and 360 degrees. Okay, 0, 60, 120, 180, 240, 300 and 360. Okay, and then it will be 420. Okay, so these axes are all omega t axis. Fine. So students, let us start drawing the waveforms according to this table. That for Q1 the pulse starts at 0, ends at 180. For Q2 the pulse starts at 60 and ends at 240. So on and so forth. Okay, fine. So 60, 120, 180, 240, 300, 360, 420. Okay, similarly we'll project it for all 6. 120, 180, 240, 60, 120, 180, 240, 300, 360, 420. 60, 120, 180, 240. Very easy now. Okay, start drawing the first ones now. We'll use red color. Yeah. So IB1 starts at 0 and ends at 180. Okay. See students now. 180. It remains 0. And it will again start at 360. Okay. See how easy it is to draw. It is so easy. Now you know that the first transistor is fired at omega t equal to 0 degrees. And the pulse duration lasts for 180 degrees. That we have done. Now Q2 is delayed with respect to Q1 by 60 degrees and it continues to have a pulse of 180 degrees. So as per this table, Q2 pulse starts at 60, ends at 240. Okay, so simple now. Okay, so start the IB2 pulse at 60. So start the IB2 pulse at 60 and it goes from 60 to 240. Okay, and then again it will go here and compared to this 360 it will start at 420. Go on doing that. IB3 is delayed compared to IB2 by 60 degrees. So student, it will start at 120. So 120 and duration is X, that is 120 plus 180 is 300. Okay. IB4 compared to IB3 delayed by 60 degrees and it goes from 180 to 360. 180 plus 180, 360. Okay, very good. And see here, now we have to back annotate by 180 degrees, right? So 60 minus 180 is minus 120. Here 120 minus 180. So the difference between two pulses is 180, right? The difference between this edge and this edge is 180. The difference between this edge and this edge is 180. Similarly, difference between this edge and previous edge is 180. So for this, the previous edge is minus 180. For this, it is 60 minus 180 minus 120. For this edge, it is 120 minus 180 minus 60. For this edge is 180 minus 180, so 0. That means what? For IB4, the previous edge has just ended here. So it is like this. Okay. Now for IB5, the reference is IB4. So IB4 has started at 180. It will start at 240. Okay. So 240 plus 180 is, 420. What is the reference now, students? Now see for IB5, 240 is previous edge, 240 minus 180 is 60. That means what? Students, here you have to do like this. So the difference between these two is 180. So always remember that the difference between these two is x, that is 180. The difference between these two is 180. Okay, that is why here 240 minus 180 is 60. Similarly here for IB6 it will start at 300 degrees. So start at 300 and keep it going, and 300 minus 180 is 120. So students, it will go till 120. Okay, yes, this is what it is. Once you have done this, you are in a position to decide that in every 60-degree interval, which are the pairs of devices. I repeat, you see here, now we are having how many intervals? 6 intervals. So interval number 1, 0 to 60, 60 to 120 second interval, 120 to 180 third interval, 180 to 240 fourth interval, 240 to 300 fifth interval, and 300 to 360 sixth interval. Now carefully observe every 60-degree interval and see for which transistors the base current waveform is high. I repeat, for every 60-degree interval, go and observe that for which transistors the base current is above x-axis. So we are here now. Okay. So students, from 0 to 360 we are seeing 1 is present, 5 is present, 6 is present. That means in the first interval, the transistors which are conducting are 5, 6 and 1. From 60 to 120 we see here. Okay, let me put a tick mark. Okay, yeah. So from 0 to 60, IB1, IB1, IB5, IB6. So 1, 5, 6. From 60 to 120, 1, 2, 6. From 120 to 180, 1, 2, 3. From 180 to 240, 2, 3, 4. 240 to 360, we are having 3, 4, 5. Okay, from 300 to 360, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, right now the sequence, and I will tell you how to remember. Okay, see, this is how you remember. So in this interval we see which are the tick marks, 1, 5 and 6. So don't write down 1, 5 and 6, write it like this: 5, 6, 1. Here write it as not 1, 2 and 6, write down 6, 1, 2. Here 1, 2, 3. Next interval 2, 3, 4. Next interval 3, 4 and 5. 3, 4 and 5. Last interval 4, 5 and 6. Now see why I told you to write down as 5, 6, 1, not 1, 5, 6. So after 4, 5, 6, what is the status? Again put it now. Okay. So again 1, 5, 6. So write down 5, 6 and 1. Okay. See students, how to remember that you should write down all the, so you see here all the triads from left to right are in increasing order. You see 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 1. Okay. So after 5, 6, 1, what will come? What will happen? The leftmost number goes away. So the rule is like this. If you want to memorize it, the rule is this, that write the subscripts in left to right order from the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The second rule is the next set is obtained by two things. The next set is obtained by two things is remove the leftmost number remove the leftmost number, and the second rule is add 1 to rightmost number. Okay, so see, according to these rules, without seeing also we can do it. Okay, so only remember the first one. Okay, so just remember that from 0 to 360 degrees. Okay, what is the set? It is 5, 6 and 1. So what is the next set now? Remove 5. What remains is 6, 1 and add 1 to the rightmost number, 6, 1, 2. What is the next thing? The next thing is remove 6. So write the remaining 2 and then add 1 to the rightmost number, 2, that is 3. Now remove the leftmost number, remove 1, write down 2, 3 and add 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Now for the next set, remove the leftmost number 2, 3, 4 and add 1 to 4, that is 3, 4, 5. Next set, remove 3, 4, 5 and add 1 to the rightmost number 6. Now what is the next set? Remove 4, 5, 6. Now 7 is not there, so it is a roll back. Again, it is now again back to 5, 6, 1. Okay, this is how it is. So easy to remember now. So from the waveforms also we have found the pairs of transistors which are conducting, and we also have framed two rules. That is, just take the first interval set 5, 6, 1. For the next set, you remove the leftmost number 5 and add 1 to the rightmost number. It's very simple. So now we can write it here. So 60 to 120, 120 to 180, 180 to 240, 240 to 300, 300 to 360, and it repeats again. So 360 degrees to 420 degrees is same as 0 to 60. Now students, having known that which are the transistor pairs, which are the transistor pairs or sets in the each of the six intervals, the question comes is circuit analysis. The circuit analysis will really have fun doing it. You know what you have to do? So if you want to analyze this circuit for the interval 0 to 60 degrees, what you will do in 0 to 360 degrees, we know which are the transistors which are conducting. 1 is conducting, 5 is conducting and 6 is conducting. So what you do is you replace Q1, Q5 and Q6 with short circuit, and you replace Q3, Q2 and Q4 with open circuit. And then what you get is that all these three resistors, that is resistor 1, resistor 2, resistor 3, they actually get connected in singularly parallel or doubly parallel with either the positive plate of the battery or negative plate of the battery. And using circuit analysis, you have to find out that for the interval 0 to 60 degrees, what are the values of VRN, VYN and VBN, right? So once you get the values, you put them in table. Then you go to the second interval 60 degrees to 120 degrees, and you find that in the interval 60 to 120, who are conducting 561, 612 are conducting. So you put a tick mark here. Who are conducting? 6 is conducting, 1 is conducting and 2 is conducting. 5 is now removed out of the picture. So again you replace Q1, Q2 and Q6 with short circuit. You replace Q3, Q5 and Q4 open circuit. Again you come to know that these three resistors either get connected in singular or in doubly parallel configuration to either the positive or negative plate of battery. Again you find out using circuit analysis what are the values of VRN, VY and VBN. So similarly, for all these pairs, you have the values of VRN, VYN and VBN, and then at the end, when you are having the values for all six intervals, you are going to draw waveforms. Okay, so I will just write the steps here. So we will do the circuit analysis tomorrow, but we will just write the steps today. Circuit analysis. Step number 1. Consider each 60-degree interval. Second, note which BJTs are conducting in that interval. Third, replace the conducting BJTs by short circuit and the non-conducting by open circuit. Fourth, draw the equivalent circuit showing how the load is connected to the input V. Fifth, using circuit analysis technique, calculate the values of the values of phase voltages VRN, VYN, VBN, compute the values of line voltages VRY, VYB, and VBR. Draw waveforms for both phase and line voltages. Okay, so these rules apply to even 120 degrees mode also. Okay. So about circuit analysis and everything we will do it tomorrow. So in tomorrow's lecture we are going to cover both 120 and 180 degrees mode.